I'm ready.
Okay. My name is Douglas McKeeken, and I'm the founder and the director of the foundation, which up until recently has been called Funidecine. We've just recently changed the name to the Yachana Foundation. Nobody could ever pronounce Funidecine. And it also makes more sense. We've got Yachana Lodge, which opened in 1995, Yachana Gourmet, our chocolate company, which started in the year 2000, and Yachana Technical High School, which started 2 years ago, in 2005. The foundation's been working in this community for 15 years, and we've done a lot of things, a lot of different projects, but no project has had more impact than the high school, which, as I said, started 2 years ago. We started with the 10th grade. Last year we added the 11th grade, and then this fall we'll add the 12th grade. 80% of the students are indigenous. All of them are from the Amazon region. We have 4 different ethnic groups represented. So it's really sort of neat that you have all this combination of different ethnicity and cultures mixed together. When you look at the young people, the program that they're participating in is different than any other high school program in the country, in that half of the students come for 28 days. It's a boarding school. They leave, and the other half come for 28 days. And they leave, and the first half comes back. In this way, while they're here, they have a chance to really get involved in all the different projects that we're doing. And when they go home, they're able to take many of the things that they've learned here and apply them back in their home. One of the things I keep hearing so much from people who are visiting and see the students and talk with them is the spark in their eye, their interest in what they're learning and what they're doing. It really is amazing to see these young people from very poor backgrounds. We're talking about an average annual family income of about $300 a year. They don't have the resources to go to a lot of other schools. And in this high school, they pay $40 a year to come to the school. But it costs us $1,200 a year to educate these young people. So it's our job as a foundation to try to find the additional funding. And one of the ways of trying to do that is through the micro-enterprises. We've got the micro-enterprise of the water filters, artisania, silk screening of t-shirts, all these different things that the students are involved in. And so these are ways for our school to try to be more self-sustaining. The water filter project probably has the greatest potential at this moment. We just recently sold one oil pipeline company $45,000 worth of filters. So we're not talking about a very tiny micro-enterprise. It's micro-enterprise, but it's a pretty good size. And so this is a way that the students are learning. They're learning how to be entrepreneurs. They're learning how to be managers, and the skills that they need for their lives. Any questions?
No, it's $12,000 a year per student.
Yeah. Did I not say that? Okay.
Right. It wasn't totally clear.
Okay.
So what do you? Yeah, that's great. What are you looking at for the future of maybe the school and the lodge?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
The school is different in the sense that the education it's providing is extremely practical. It's very hands-on. And the students are learning the skills that they'll need for their lives here in this part of the country. It's a technical school. It's a vocational school. And so we're putting more emphasis on the skills, the manual skills, and the things that they'll be able to use. But we're also seeing we have a few students who are actually absolutely excellent, very bright, and have the potential to go on to the university if they actually want to. And some of them do. We just recently signed agreements with 2 very good universities in the country who are offering to work with us so that the students will be able to get the training they need and preparation they need to go on to those universities. They're offering scholarships. The The other students will be able to have the skills in business, in agriculture, all of these different things that they can apply in their lives here, so that they don't migrate to the big cities or immigrate to other countries.
And these universities are in this area. They're not necessarily in Quito. They're in...
One of the universities is based in another city here in the Amazon, south of here in Puyo, and the second university is in the city of Riobamba, which is a very small city compared to cities like Quito. And so it's an environment that's much more comfortable for these students, especially in Riobamba, which has a high percentage of indigenous people. So the students will feel more at home in that type of environment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great.
We've divided their 28 days that the students are here into 4 basic subject areas. One is ecotourism, second is animal husbandry, third is agronomy, and the fourth is micro-enterprise development. They spend 1 week in each one of those areas. If it's in animal husbandry, they work with the livestock, the pigs and chickens and all the different things, fish culture. If it's in ecotourism, they spend a week working in the lodge. And so they spend 1 week in each one of these areas, and then after 1 week they rotate to one of the other areas. But again, every morning they spend working in these different environments, and then the afternoon, we've divided the afternoons into workshops, not 1 hour of math, 1 hour of Spanish, but just all afternoon working in a workshop where the students have to do investigation and come up and think and analyze. And they're learning wonderful skills in communication and the ability to collect information and process it. Again, things that are not being taught in other high schools, certainly not in public high schools. We're putting a major emphasis on English, and some of the students can really carry on a conversation in English, which is also pretty remarkable considering that, again, they would not have this opportunity in other schools. Yachana Lodge, well, first of all, the word yachana is a Quechua indigenous word which means a place for learning. And Yachana Lodge is recognized now worldwide as one of the leaders in sustainable development and geotourism, an expression that was developed by the National Geographic Society, but tourism that encompasses all of the geographic characteristics of an area. Its physical characteristics, its cultural, environmental, natural science. And we are very much an organization that's involved in geotourism. The lodge is a separate company from the foundation. And I have just arranged, because the way it was structured, I own the lodge company. And it's separate from the foundation. And I'm in the process of passing the company to the foundation for the benefit of the high school. So this will be one of the few high schools, I think, anywhere in the world that has their own hotel, certainly of the caliber that this hotel is, and it will allow the students to have much more of a sense of ownership and being real stakeholders in the future of this lodge. It'll also be a real plus, I think, for our visitors to know that what they're doing, when they come, what they're paying, is actually helping to support so the high school can be more self-sustaining.
That's great.